See?
I like this one.
Yeah, I agree. That's what happens when you go really low. What about this one?
No, I don't like. Can you delete this one?
Yeah. Never delete flashes when you're shooting.
Why?
That's why we're doing this topic. An episode of Street Portrait with a beautiful
Yiky.
Action!
We have one sun, and most of the time when you're outdoor, it's not working to your favor, and you see strong backlight like this street here. Don't be afraid of it. That's what I love about backlight. If you only have one light source, put it at the back. Yiky, why not we have you here? I'm going to show you how you do this shot. Now, I must admit that the sun is a little bit high up now because it's about close to 3. It would be nicer if the sun goes down a little bit. I'm going to take a shot anyway and show you how you can take nicer shot when the sun goes down a little bit. And this is exactly what I like about backlight. Look at that beautiful golden rim light that's surrounding Yiky now. So let me show you how you can take advantage of this. But remember, your metering on your camera is going to go crazy because the backlight is so strong. So don't believe your camera's meter. You have to go brighter a little bit. I'm going to take a shot now. And look at my meter. It's telling me overexposed now. Don't believe that. I am actually making it even brighter now to expose Yiky. I still don't really like the sun being so high. It would be much nicer if the sun is more angled and setting and the shadows would be longer. So we got to come back here. But I don't know what time I should come back here. That is why you need to install app like this on your phone. The Sun Surveyor or Photo Peels. Both of these apps, they are paid though. If you run them and point it this way, it will tell me to come back here to at about 4 o'clock, and then the sun will be just at the peak of that building. So that is a very helpful way to get you the sun location every time you do a portrait. Remember, if you have one light, try to put it at the back sometimes. If you have background interest that is so interesting but they are so high up, one of the tricks that you can do to get a portrait still is to elevate your subject like so. So Yiky, be careful. So get down and try to lean to the front a little bit. And I'm firing a flash, as you can see. It's a TTL on uncompensated. That means it's not negative, it's not positive. And here's the trick. Make sure that your exposure meter is on average metering mode. Meter it to slightly negative. I'm using F4 now, and chin higher a little bit and smile more.
Next!
The exact reason why I like backlight, since you know how to use your flash now, let me show you how even a boring location like this can be beautiful when you have backlight and when you know how to feel your flash. You know what? We should put a Yiky here. Things will look prettier with the Yiky. Two of my favorite compositional styles: low, lying down on the street, and balanced. Let me show you what I mean. Well, let me show you something cool that I always do to my camera. I head on to my camera's control and look for this button called the function button here. And what I do, assign the function button to flash off, which means that this particular button here, if I depress it before I shoot, no flash will fire. And with this, you can now have two types of shot, with flash or without flash, without the trouble of turning on and off your flash. So which means that I've got my flash now on to TTL. Let me show you why, even though compensated to -2, still give me a very good field flash. I'm going to depress this button now and take a photo without flash. Now let's fire the flash even though at -2 compensation. Let me show you how beautiful that is. You know what? We are trying to do something a little bit extra for you. Instead of just photography tutorials, starting this episode, we're gonna add in some travel tips. locational information and advices about our beautiful country Malaysia and the locations that we shoot in. So we're gonna head on to Jalan Alor now.
We are now at one of the 5 back alleys in Jalan Alor that has murals. Well, Alor in Malay language, it means a stream. But nowadays, you don't find a stream anymore. But according to a 1921 map of Kuala Lumpur, there was one such of a stream. In fact, what is standing beneath me right now is the painted stream. And above me, the clouds. It took us a bit of time to find out where all of them are, but here are the 5 on the map so that you can find them easily.
Stop smiling, don't smile yet. That's why we have 1, 2, 3. And when you hear me say 3, then only you smile. That way the smile will be more candid. So always groom your subject to hear 3 and then smile. So look away first. No, not completely away. Like not look at the camera first. And when I say 1, 2, 3, and only then you smile. 1, 2, smile. Right, let's do one where you smile at me the whole time. And the smile will die when you smile too long. This is what I mean. Street signs. Have fun with them, incorporate them creatively in your shoot like this. Let me show you a cool running portrait. We're gonna have her running and then we're gonna do a panning shot of our subject running with a beautiful mural at the back. Now firstly, to do this, make sure that you're on a burst mode on your camera. Turn the knob to continuous high and make sure that your focusing mode is always tracking your subject. So I turn this to AFC. If you're a Canon user, make sure that you're on AI servo. And if you're a Sony user, that's AFC, Nikon user AFC as well. Bring your shutter speed down. Contrary to what you think when she runs, you don't need your shutter speed to be so high. So 1/25th of a second, and then you balance your exposure with your ISO and your aperture. So I got this to slightly below negative. Now here's the trick. Aim the camera at your model, Yiky, and go. The streets have so much to offer. Look around and you have street elements like window ledges, window grills, street signs, neon signs. Have fun with them and use them as your props for your subject. You know what we're waiting for? I always like to end street portrait towards the tail end of the evening where the cars all turn on their headlights. That's gonna make pictures awesome. Find yourself a good intersection like this. Be safe though, where the cars are coming towards you, where the traffic is flowing towards you, and use a low F number and fire a little bit of flash to fill up her face and get amazing bokeh-licious shots like this with all the cars' headlamps.
I had so much fun during this shoot and I hope you also enjoy all the photos that we have taken for you. If you would like to learn more about photography, don't forget to send us an email on info@beyond.photos. And lastly, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to hit the bell button. Love you all!
Yeah, I think you can jump down, right? Not gonna help you. We got our footage now. Oh, I gotta get up. So painful. I'm too old for this shit. So you got to face down a little bit. But I don't understand. When I say kick me, you don't literally kick me.
You asked me to kick you, right?
But you don't have to go full force, right? Just because you get into character?
Of course, I am an actor. I have to do my best, right?
What if I get into character now?
Then I get into character with you!
What, you're gonna break a leg? Crazy person.